Hello friend, how is it going? Welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. Look what I got for you today. Absolute very special vehicle imported from Japan. And I'm crazy enough to agree to do the inspection on it. Tell the owners what might be needed. And to maybe, just maybe, try to repair something on it. So what are we looking at? It's a 1994 Toyota Hiace Super Custom. This one is really equipped with a 3-liter turbo diesel engine. You can see it's on Washington plates. I'm not even sure if they can register it here in California. I don't know that. I made sure with the owners. They are my customers through different Toyotas. I've been absolutely honest with these owners. I said, hey, I never ever worked on any of these. So I will try to help you, but I'm promising you nothing, because everything will be for me first time. And of course I knew where the steering wheel is. It's on the other side. It was parked right there when the owner brought it. Sure enough, just to move it here, I came here, opened the door. I'm like, oh, where is the steering wheel? Here is that incredible slider. So you can have a look inside, how many seats it has. It's a family with at least one child, so they have all kinds of stuff here. Look at all these skylights in the back. Here are the sunroofs. Here is that AC. And that AC doesn't work, because what we discovered already when they were changing the battery, and this seat was all the way back, we discovered that the belt for AC is missing. It broke and it was sitting down there on the bottom on the pan. Okay, so I just heard the lock still continued, or the latch, and it closed, fully closed by itself, despite the fact it was completely closed. So now we have a key and we actually know where the steering is. Let's go and have a look in the cockpit. There's a lot of confusing stuff for me. I'm brand new to it. I told you and I told them. So everything is Japanese, but suddenly it's written here brake fluid. There is really everything Japanese, and then window lock and door lock. So it's very interesting. Here, sticker in English. So I will try to hop on. I will put the key here. Look how I will get in it. This is very small, just mind you. This is made for small Japanese people. So I guess I will step in it this way. Let me put it this way, right? And I will grab on this, hop and help myself this way, and kind of slide myself underneath here. That was somebody else starting Ford truck, that was not us. This is first time when this van shocked me. It's small, but it's extremely comfortable seat. The interior is absolutely awesome. I fit here without any problems whatsoever, and I just feel like I fit here. I will never consider the headache buying these here in USA, especially not in California. I don't know if you can register it here even, but the moment I sat on it, it started growing on me. I drove it here only, I will say 10 yards. I backed and moved it here for filming. But that was absolutely growing on me. Just these few yards, little bit of movement. I was completely like, wow, this is cool. So here is that interior. I'm not sure what that is for, but really nice. Now these vans, I realize when they are being imported to USA, they pick them up on auctions with super low miles. This has, my friend, 56,000 kilometers, which if you divide it 1.6 and get it in the miles, what it will be? 33, 34,000 miles only. The engine will be basically running like brand new. Look at it. There is even tape sitting here. This is like a total walk back in the history. The tape, that radio from Toyota, incredible. Here are the cup holders, automatic transmission, that parking brake. It's nothing emergency about it, right? It's a parking brake. Mirrors and the power, that's the typical switch between power and normal. That's a power for the engine actually. I will not open this, that's a full of their private personal stuff, so we don't want to look at it. Apparently somebody did for them, local lube place did engine oil filter for them apparently, because here is 56 and it says 60,000 kilometers. They nicely wrote it in the kilometers. As we said, there is that sunroof and so on and so on. But guys, when I started that engine, you will be watching for the glow plugs, right? When I started that engine, I realized, yes, that is matching the mileage, because I had in the past a lot of turbo diesel engines, but this started brand new. Let me show it to you. Let's put it there. Watch how the glow plugs will go on for very little. This is completely cold. It was sitting here entire day and it's about 2:30 p.m. I finally started having fun with it. Let's put it in. Watch the glow plugs. I didn't even see them this time because it's warm. It's like a 60 Fahrenheit. Now let's start it. Let's give it a listen. What you will say. Yep. Absolutely unreal. I have the door open, obviously, so I'm hearing it from outside. Let's see if I close the door. Well, now I cracked open the windows because their property is in the redwoods. There's a lot of moisture where they are. That's why you see on the paint outside there is all that green stuff. He said they were busy with a new baby, but they are planning on cleaning it perfectly to preserve that perfect condition. Now he said, well, when you want to put in the drive, you always have to push this red button. So that also already tells us, right, there is one thing to fix, because this button should allow me, when I depress the brake pedal, it's automatic, we don't have a clutch, that's missing. So when I go, and I can try to push it, in the case there is that switch and it's malfunctioning, so I'm pushing relatively hard. I don't want to break that pedal or do something wrong with it, but look, I should be able to go backwards. It doesn't allow me. That means I have to push this button first, which is that emergency. Both of them, I guess. I was not holding the camera before, so let's see. I will put you down for just a second. So I have to do this and this. Yep. Now we are in reverse. It's beeping. Interesting. We are learning, right? I never ever driven this except those few yards today. So reverse, neutral, Let's see that overdrive. Yes, it's showing up there. That's correct. And now I will go in the drive. And guys, that weirdness that you are basically sitting above the wheels because the wheels are underneath me, the way this thing moves, it's absolutely hysterical. It's hysterical and kind of fun. Look at it. And how that little engine, well, it's a 3 liter, so it's not so small. How that little, oh, the brakes are touchy, very touchy. It must be because it's sitting for so long and it's not being driven, right? So this is absolutely incredible, that little puffing of the diesel engine. I will hop out. Let's put it in the parking. It indicates here nicely, so there's no question. Let's put it in the park and you can have a listen of the turbo diesel engine. It's incredible. Yep, all my ideas and what I was thinking about it, like, oh, I will never ever buy it. The moment I move in the parking lot, just here we go. Right, the typical shake. But guess what? It doesn't stink, it doesn't smoke. It's something about these older vehicles. Very, very cool. Now, he showed me how to get to the engine when you are using access from the cabin. So as you can imagine, you see there's nothing opening and popping up here. There's nothing. This is all one piece, and if you look in the detail, yes, this is not openable. So the access, it's underneath the seats. I will probably never figure out that one of the latches is hidden right here. Look at it. There is the latch to lift the thing. So we will shut that engine off. The other one is actually here. So we will shut that engine off and I will give you a tour, or we will peek together on that engine bay area. And then I guess I will be done filming this episode, because it is 2:30. It's a Friday afternoon and I didn't even do anything except vacuum the carpets, because as I said, they live underneath the redwood trees. It was full of needles, so I cleaned that. So let's listen. Shuts perfectly, shuts off perfectly. Can leave the key here. The windows are slightly cracked open. You know what? We don't know if the locks will not cycle. Let's go look. I will leave the key on the table. Let's go look together how I will lift and put backwards this whole seat apparently, and that console and everything, I'm assuming. Opening this latch. So that's a one. And this part is already trying to come up. And this latch. What's up, baby? Oh yeah, it is this latch. And now, oh, I thought I will have to put my camera down, but look. So I will do more vacuuming a little bit later. But look at it. I will change my hands right here. Look at this turbo diesel. Unbelievable. So the company who did change the oil filter, they really did. We can see it's brand new. Here is the intake. And as you can imagine, you need the guy for this, correct? This is not something what you service yourself. So first time I met them, I said, oh my God, you cannot drive anywhere because you are missing a belt. Only when I looked for a little while, I realized this is the AC compressor right here. And that's the belt for AC only. I see double belt, which is down there, right here on that main pulley, and that will be running the alternator and water pump and so on, I believe. I'm not sure how much I will be able to help these people. I tell you why. Obviously, this VIN number is from Japan, so you cannot go to the Toyota dealer and say, hey, here is my VIN and get me the parts. That doesn't work that way. They already told me. I called them, I asked them, hey, can you get something for it? They said, are you insane? Forget about it. Now here is the entire owner's manual. Alright? Can you read that? I don't think you can. He said, yeah, let's go look. I asked the owner. I said, there must be the owner's manual for this van, right? Yeah, look at it. Look at it. Hiace. A wagon. There is actually English word here. Shocking. I will show you why. Can you read me what it says? And I guess, you bet you, this is from that auction. Can you read me this title or something? It's just a little bit of help I will need here. How to maintain this car. No, that might be just paperwork. That doesn't look English either. Oh, look at it. Can you just help me? So now you see, this is a serious problem. All I can look at are pictures. I try to look for the VIN number or the engine model number, but I just don't understand what it says. This is actually most helpful information on the back, because at least I know it has a 3-liter turbo diesel engine. But since we are looking around, we saw exterior, interior, let's put her on the lift and let's go and look together also underneath. I think this is in English called self-inflicted wounds. So I spent 20 minutes with respect to the owner's property looking for the jack points. So this is correct. Both fronts are in the right spot. I look in that manual with the pictures. But the rear support is supposed to be supporting the axle when you are jacking it up, and I just figure out, well, let's use that bolt, basically that whole bushing, because that's a structural part. You cannot support these. You will just crush it, right? We know that. I saw it on Sprinters. They will start jacking these cars, the Sprinters, on this rail, and in front where is turbo diesel engine. You will just crush it, and then the door is rubbing on it, so that's all nonsense, obviously. But look, of course the owners left some kind of whatever shade attached to that rack, roof rack, so I cannot lift it more. I could have if the crossbar wasn't there. So now this is like at my chest height. So now I can just keep crawling on my knees around here and try and figure out what is what. So obviously windshield wiper reservoir, and you see the anomaly here. That vehicle doesn't have that radiator underneath or behind that front. These are tow hooks, but this is the radiator. This is the radiator. It's absolutely unusual design. I really did exception on this. But for example, this Toyota Previous, which has that engine underneath the body, I will never take them in my shop. I had few requests. I already learned at the dealer. It's absolute nightmare. So I'm just showing you around here. This completely sucks. Look, for example, right, you see the shocks, but you are saying, where are the springs? Well, it has a torsion bars. This model has a torsion bars. Look how busy it is here. Hey, this is not fun. There's maybe another radiator over there. So I said to the owners, I really have no clue about this stuff. And I think that's where it will end. I'm not going to learn this stuff because it's just a nightmare. So look at it. I think we are seeing starter here. It's cute and fun and everything. It's almost brand new. So that will be plus. If I'm looking on these bolts here, guys, that looks brand new, right? Barely dirty. You see this sticker here, which never even fell off. There is a automatic transmission dipstick. Somehow here, I'm assuming, except how you will read that when it's going. So maybe it's just a filler tube, because how you want to read the level with it when it goes all the way in and then up. My God, this is crazy. Look how many sensors are on that output shaft. Output shaft is good. Everything seems to be very nice. No leaks. Look at it. So this is typical valve for a heater. Right? Anytime you look in the engine bay of our Toyotas, it's towards to the firewall, towards to the cabin, and there is that mechanical. You see that's coming, the little cable to it, and on top of it there is that switcher. This is for a heater. Might be only rear heater or who knows. Once again, wow. You see, so these are those jack points. I have it right there on it. It's nicely supported. Everything is like new. But man, do you really, Peter, do you really need this headache? Do you really have nothing to do? What is this? Some kind of filter? I might be engine air filter? Probably. Here, async transmission. Right? Incredible. So, most importantly, what we see here, it's a two-wheel drive. These are very popular to bring them in four-wheel drive, but I will say good for these owners. Two-wheel drive will be always way less headache to maintain and take care of. And I already ordered that AC belt. That should be easy, because the AC belt is the one which is more outside. It's not behind the other belts. It's coming. If the forum, Toyota Hiace forum was correct, they said AutoZone number, but I was able to crisscross match it with O'Reilly. I called them, I said, hey, can you send me that? So I will try to put that on for them. The engine oil was done, so that's good. I don't think I'm the right guy for this. Oh, that's too bad. But that's the life. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Look how cute she is. Very cute baby. Very likable, very cute, but another headache because it's too much of non-matching, non-fitting, non-conforming thing for USA market. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you liked it, give it a thumb up. Hopefully it was entertaining. And be tuned, be subscribed, I have way more coming your way soon. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.